Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at something that you do not need to raid to use in the Open Master League, and it performs amazing. This is actually going to be my first time using it in the Open Master League, so we can experience this together here, and that is going to be Gyarados, folks. It was initially going to be a video about Giratina, best buddied up here, just, showcasing it yet again. But I put Gyarados on the team after a while of getting hard countered over and over again, and after I put it on the team, things turned around immediately. So we are going to be having the Community Day move Aqua Tail, and I do highly recommend that you go with that because of the low energy cost as well as getting stabbed from it. You're going to be looking great. It really depends on the team that you do have on the quick move that you want, but I personally think you're going to probably want to go with Dragon Breath. You could benefit from Waterfall, but I think Dragon Breath is going to be where you want to go with. That was weird wording. Okay, so if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. Always appreciated. You all have been smashing the like button. That's exactly what we need to go on here. Really appreciate it. So let's continue that trend. All right, so talking about how you're not going to be able to remote raid as much anymore come April 6th. So if you haven't heard, they're going to be increasing the price for remote raids and also limiting on how many remote raids you can do per day to 5, which is it's really horrible. I know we keep going over this over and over again, but we're just giving you the gist. All right, so yes, you're limited and they're increasing the price, which is just awful, of course. So with that change, you're not going to be able to hit legendary raids over and over again to max out these things for Master League. It's quite ridiculous already as it is. When we were able to, well, we can still do it until April 6th for a few more days, but what you got, Lugia, ooh, which you do need to get. We've already been over that, but the fact that you needed to spend, I don't know, upwards towards around $100 to max these things out, now it's going to cost more with the increased price of the remote raids if you're solely doing it that way, while they do decrease the price of the premium in the bundle. So I guess it could be cheaper at the end of the day if you're doing them in person, but that's a very privileged thing to have. And I know I'm not trying to down talk on the people who have that going on. I'm just bringing up the fact that not everybody lives in a big city and can raid all day with a group of people blindly without even coordinating anything, which is great. I'm all here for that, because whenever I'm in a big city and there's somewhat of a popular raid going on, all I have to do is literally tap on it and there's people in there. Instantly, we're done. We're going to do it. That's it. But not anymore. Not anymore. That was not the case in my city. Had to coordinate people, get it all together, and now we're not looking great here. With the limitation of 5, we're going to be awful. So maxing one of these legendaries out is going to be a pain in the ass, right? Gyarados is going to relieve that stress. Now there's other things too. You're also going to be seeing Togekiss Community Day, or should I say Togetic Community Day, but with Togekiss, obviously, right? You can evolve that, and that's another way to get these Pokemon. So it seems like we're going to have to really start focusing, or at least the people who are kind of newer in the game or free to play. Well, if you're free to play, it doesn't affect you. But if you're newer, you're going to have to start focusing on these events, hyper focusing on them, because maxing out a legendary is going to take you months, if not years. Okay, I mean, technically, if you're, it's going to be crazy. But anyways, I know I'm going on a bit of a ramble here, but we're throwing out the explanations, and there's changes that are going to have to happen. Okay, you're going to have to start focusing on things that are not in raids and that are actually meta relevant. So I guess it's going to be kind of a fun grind in that aspect. It's going to make you focus on other things. Let's get into the commentary 100%. Let's go. Leading with Groudon here. We're met with a Melmetal. This is a fantastic lead. You already know what it is. So what we're going to do is just throw Precipice Blaze immediately. Okay, we got a shield. Good. That's no problem. Go to Wind Fire Punch. Nah, it doesn't really matter because the damage that they're doing is going to be minimal. Unless they have Flash Cannon, Superpower, still minimal. Great. They're retreating with energy because they did farm up a whole hell of a lot. So they're getting off one Superpower, retreating, and then catching a Precipice Blaze with, hey, what do you know? A Gyarados. That's pretty awesome. I very rarely see these in the Open Master League, if any. And it's crazy because whenever I use something, we've talked about this before because of the algorithm, it always does this. But whenever I put something on the team, then I all of a sudden start seeing it. And I'm not talking about the effect where you buy a new car or you get a new car and all of a sudden you start seeing it and the specific color that you do have all over the place. No, this game really does this kind of weird crap. So they're going to be farming me down with the super effective Thunder Shock, not getting stabbed, And now they've got a lot of energy. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina. We could have brought in our Groudon, but I was thinking, you know, if there's a Dialga in the back, I really don't want to mess with that with our Giratina. So we're going to go ahead and just absorb everything here. And then we'll come out of this with a lot of energy. They are going to be bringing us down pretty low. And they're retreating, and it's a Dragonite. Okay, so we're going to go straight for this Shadow Ball here. If they shield this up, we're not looking good. Thank goodness they let it go, and we're still holding on to 2 shields, although the Dialga or our Groudon's health is about half. So that Dragon Breath is really going to start adding up. And this is not looking too good. Alright, letting that Fire Punch go. We still have 2 shield. Well, we shielded up that first one. Going for the next one. They're letting it go as well. What is going on here? Because they know the Quick Move's not doing any damage, so they can kind of play with their food right now, right? They're retreating. No, yeah, now we just got more energy and they're backing out. We actually took that win. Let's go. Moving it on to our next battle here, folks. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. Met with a Giratina Origin. Okay, this is no problem. Precipice Blaze just destroys everything. Groudon could take a hit, and we're going to be winning CMP up against this thing. So going straight for the Precipice Blaze, they're going to be shielding it up. That would have bring them down to about, I don't know, like 71%. Does a lot of damage, maybe even doing a little bit more. Alright, so getting to the next Precipice Blades, let's see what happens here. Do they want to shield, double shield up that thing? And they do. Oh gosh, it's kind of annoying whenever this happens, but now they're left shieldless. So we'll let that Shadow Ball go and swap into our Giratina here. And hopefully outpace them. I'm not shielding that up, but that's not a Shadow Ball. Exactly, Ominous Wind. And they're retreating and bringing in their own Melmetal. Okay, sounds good. Well, should I say bringing in a Melmetal. Going for a Shadow Ball and getting to another one before they get off their charge move. This is not going to KO, but we're going to be bringing them down pretty low. And we got rid of their Melmetal, which would have been a kind of threat to the Gyarados with that Rock Slide. And we're able to Shadow Claw them down. Great if they bring back their Giratina. Good. We're going to go for the Ominous Wind. They're going to be able to farm us down here. It's going to leave him with a decent amount. Oh, never mind. Double KO. What do you got in the bag? Lugia. Let's go. Bring it in the Gyarados. Yeah, we have a crunch on that. They back out and we take the win. Lugia, yes, can take a hit, but with that Dragon Breath plus crunch, it's going to be going down. Next battle met with a Dialga. This is going to be a great lead for us. They're going to be swapping into a Mewtwo, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina to do that super effective ghost damage right to them. And we'll let this first one go regardless of what it is. If it is an Ice Beam, that would have been pretty bad, but it is going to be a Side Strike. Looking good going for the Ominous Wind, and we're getting a shield out of them. Now we just need to hit one more Ominous Wind, and we will be able to take them out. We don't need to go for a Shadow Ball at this point, going for that Side Strike. Do they want to double shield their Mewtwo to take the win? Highly doubt it. Yeah, because you can come back in here with Giratina. Oh, but we get the boost, and I needed that. Now, let me explain. They were looking good, because what would have happened is they go in here, they farm me down with their Dialga, leaving them with a ton of energy and pretty much no health taken away from us. But since we boosted our defense and attack, we're able to bring them down low, almost to the point where we can just quick move them down. But they are loaded up on energy, which is going to force our last shield out of us here. Well, going for a Fire Punch, did they swap? Nope, down goes the Dialga. What you got in the back? Oh, okay. So we're going to stay right here for now. We're going to throw Precipice Blades. I think we want to stay here until they take us out. Or not. Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and retreat. Have a little bit of extra energy on our Groudon so we can go for another Precipice Blades. But things are getting a little bit crazy here. We got to the Aqua Tail, and they're going for a Brave Bird, but they have just debuffed themselves dramatically, okay, because they went for 2 Brave Birds. So we go for the Fire Punch. They're using their last shield. Folks, we get to the next Fire Punch. Is this going to be enough to take them out? This is not very effective. Ho-Oh is a tank, and we're taking out the damn Ho-Oh with a Fire Punch on our Groudon. Let's get it. And that was a friend. I didn't realize that until the end. Good game, buddy. Next battle, we're met with a Lugia. Horrible lead for us. We're going to swap into our Gyarados, which is somewhat of a safe swap here, being Flying and Water, as well as Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch. Pretty good, diverse moveset for the coverage that we're going to be seeing here. All right, we're letting that first Side Strike go, and yeah, they're letting that, unfortunately, letting that damn Aqua Tail go. Are you kidding me? That could have been a Crunch. See, it's times like this where I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, most of these people are humans, but it's a lot of weird body activity here. Anyways, after I just battled literally my friend, right? Alright, so bring it in, Groudon here. We still have 2 shields. Do we want to shield this up? We're going to be letting it go to just absorb. We're going to farm them down and come out of this with a ton of energy. They are down a shield. We got the Giratina lying in wait. Energy on our Groudon. What is going on? Gyarados is down. Knowing that they're going to be bringing in their Lugia, I immediately swap into my Giratina and go for the Shadow Ball here. What are they going to do? Do they want to retreat? Oh, they're staying here. This is going to be a Sky Attack. We're going to shield it up because we just don't want to take that damage. And they've got a Zacian in the back. This is definitely not looking good because, well, Groudon, is that going to actually handle Lugia? Not quite. Even though we can spam Fire Punch, it's just not looking too good here. So what is going to happen? Shielding up a Play Rough. We're looking at the clock. We can swap. Okay. Going for, obviously, Ominous Wind. And they're using up their shield. Great. I swap into my Groudon. We have energy ready to go. And we're taking out this Zacian right the frick now. Down goes the Zacian. Lugia. Oh, I forgot how much health it had. It's pretty low. Now I think Groudon's going to be able to finish this off here for us. Yeah. And we're going to get to another Fire Punch, and Groudon taking the win for us. Good thing we swapped into that Zacian immediately to take them out with Fire Punch. Otherwise, we would have lost this game. Next battle, well, we could have potentially lost. All right, met with a Dialga. Great lead. They're going to be swapping into their own Groudon here, and I'm going to farm up a little bit of extra energy before I do bring in my Gyarados, which is going to completely wall them. As you can see there, they back out. They already knew it was over. Thank you, Gyarados. That was happening quite a bit. Next battle met with a Mewtwo. This is a fine matchup here, no problem. Think I might go for the bait this time. I don't really go for the Fire Punch bait the first time. I just go straight for the Precipice Blades because we still have kind of like a good timing to outpace them to a third one that we are going to have to shield up. So we let the first one go, we shield up the second one, and then we just outpace them eventually, right? So getting to the next Precipice Blades, do they want to double shield up their Mewtwo over here, folks? And they are letting it go. Precipice Blades is so freaking OP. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get to another one, and this is what they had planned all along. We're going to go for Fire Punch, and they are holding their ground. They said, nope, I know what that's going to be. Bringing in our Gyarados, because I don't want to just straight up take that Dragon Breath. Super effective damage here, and they're going to have to go for Draco. They're going to be baiting me, but Iron Head's not very effective, and I just really couldn't risk it at this point. Going for a Crunch because no, Water's not very effective to Dragon, and they're going to be using their last shield here. And now at this point, I think we can just go for an Aqua Tail. Okay, good thing it's an Iron Head. They're retreating into a, oh my goodness, a Kyogre, folks. Let's go. Bringing in our Giratina, and this is exactly what we would have wanted to see. What, this, or what, a fighter, Conkeldurr or something, Machamp without payback. Fantastic. Let's go. So we're, since they're throwing, we don't need to worry about throwing before them. Yeah, I'm farming up extra here. I think I actually might just farm them all the way down. Yeah, they back out. We take the win. We're looking good. Gyarados, there you go. What do you think? Pretty stinking good in the Open Master League. It wasn't like, it did okay. I recommend it. As a matter of fact, I probably will be using it again because of how it would just shut things down. People don't expect it. Like, really, they don't expect a Gyarados. All right, we're met with a Landorus here. This is it's okay. It's no problem. We don't want to see it with our Gyarados too much. We got Aqua Tail, which is super effective, but they're going to be able to spam that Stone Edge, which will pretty much one-shot us. All right, so we're going to be getting a shield out of them. Okay, sounds good to me. Hitting us with all those superpowers. We'll shield this one up so we can kind of just outpace. They have debuffed themselves quite a bit at this point. Going for another one. Now, we can't quick move them down, unfortunately, no matter how much they debuff themselves. I mean, we could, but they're not low enough at this point. Or, no, yeah, no, hell no. Okay, going for another Fire Punch just so we can win this matchup here. We are low enough, and that's perfect. Oh, my goodness, we freaking didn't. They used 2 shields, though. Okay, fine. You go ahead. Okay, use 2 shields again. All right, bringing in a shiny Bacon Yveltal, which, oh, what a good-looking shiny. Awesome. I don't eat bacon personally. I know, probably think I'm crazy. But if you only knew how horrible that stuff was for you, okay? Yeah, anyways, we'll leave it at that. And going for Aqua Tail, obviously, because Crunch is not very effective. Can we Dragon Breath them? Oh, no. Gyarados, thank you, buddy. You put in the work, though. You got rid of the threat. Bringing in our Giratina to farm them down, but they swap it to a Metagross. We take the win, and that's a wrap. Thank you for watching, and take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Mama, touch the cat. This is the best day of my life.